Alright, we are live. Alright everyone, it is Pokemon X week. Today we're going to be playing through this game with Slurpuff. And then later in the week on a video, we'll be doing Aromatisse. These are some very interesting fairy types because these are both trait evolutions, meaning most players never really had access to either of these. Because for Slurpuff, you had to give it a Whipped Dream and trade it. And for Aromatisse, you had to give it a hatchet, or not a hatchet. It's I think it is called a hatchet. Can't remember exactly what the item's called. The Unburdened Belly Drum Pokemon. This thing doesn't learn Belly Drum by level up. Wish it did though. When looking at this thing's stats, this thing was really middle of the road. It was effectively like 72 to 85 and everything. I'm not really sure how to feel about that. But I looked at Aromatisse's stats, and you'll have to just see the video when that comes. But yeah, I don't know how to really think of this run. I actually thought we were going to be in the fast level up group, because we're a pink Pokemon, we're a fairy type. But no, we're in the medium fast group, so that's not going to help us. And looking at our level up set, we don't get another attacking move until level 13 where we get Round. And then level 31 for Draining Kiss, 36 for Energy Ball, and 49 for Play Rough. But our setup move of choice is Calm Mind, but we have to wait until after the 7th gym to get that TM. And we don't even get Charge Beam or anything, but surprisingly enough, we get Thunderbolt and Flamethrower. So this thing gets great coverage, but I don't know if it's going to have the stats for it, but at least it's pretty well-rounded. Who knows, maybe this thing will be pretty good. I was thinking of a hidden power typing to give this thing, but I can't really think of one, like potentially hidden power ice, but in previous X and Y runs, my most common hidden power typing was actually hidden power fire to help with Wickstrom, because Wickstrom was a huge wall to fairy types. But this thing just gets Flamethrower. But you may be wondering though, where are you supposed to get Flamethrower? It's inside of, what's the place called? Anastar? Yeah, it's inside Anastar City, but it has to be a certain time of day. So I'm going to double check what time of day that is. Anastar City, 11 a.m. to 5:59 p.m. Alright, so I'm going to need to make sure I set my clock to something that'll help with that. Hey Masters, Ragey, Silence. Alright, I'm gonna set this thing to... let's see, 11 a.m. to 5:59 p.m. So I think I'll set this to 9 a.m. Alright, core reboot. Yeah, I don't really think there's a hidden power type we really want. And the thing is, if we choose to... I don't know. And another weird thing, we also get Surf. I have no idea why this thing gets Surf. This thing essentially just gets little coverage, but the coverage it does get are the best moves of that type. Like, oh, it's got fire coverage, it's got Flamethrower, it's got electric coverage, it's got Thunderbolt, it has grass coverage in Energy Ball. It has Dazzling Gleam, and it's got Surf for some reason. So I think our moveset for quite a while is just going to be all 90 power attacking moves, and then Calm Mind once we get to it. But yeah, looking ahead towards Viola, we're definitely going to need to fight all the trainers. Who do you like better? I have never played with either of them. I'm unfamiliar with them. But this week we'll figure out which one I like better. I was thinking we need to like plan over some sections, but honestly, I feel like this run's going to be pretty simple because this thing doesn't really have that much of a moveset anyway. I think we're going to narrow down by the end of the game to like Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam, and 2 other moves. Maybe use Quick Claw. I think it's going to be pretty simple. And also, I went with Unburden. Is this in HD? No, I'm not using any graphics plugins. This is exactly how it looked on the 3DS. I'm not a fan of graphics plugins or like updating graphics. Like for example, if I were to use a ROM hack to play Generation 1 with Generation 2 graphics, it just does not look right to me. I think games on this channel should be shown off as they were originally intended. That's just my opinion. I know people like Gym Leader Matt will have their like red and blue videos with Gen 2 graphics. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I listen to his videos anyway. I don't really watch them, so I don't really care. Who's the potential run killer? Probably the usual suspects. I think Grant is going to be a massive problem. And, I don't know. I think Grant is going to be one of the biggest ones. Because the problem is, at that point, we're not going to have much coverage. And I don't think we're going to want level 36 for Energy Ball. So our main move would probably have to be Fairy Wind. Where is Energy Ball, actually? I'm going to re-look that up. Route 20. Oh, that's the Winding Forest. To the Pokemon Village. So yeah, we're probably going to need to fight most people leading to Grant. Anyway, let's go ahead and set an over-under, because if we take a quick look at the leaderboard... I actually have not played Aromatisse yet. I'm actually going to be playing Aromatisse in my Discord server after the stream, so I can have the run recorded for the video. And then I'll upload the unedited footage as members only later this week. But yeah, let's see. My best ranked fairy type is actually Granbull with a time of 133. Granbull did not have the best level up moveset, but what helped it was its fast level. Actually, no, it was in the slow level up group. I think just what helped it in general was pretty decent moves. And the Klefki right here is at level 100. What really helped it, I had to do a lot of training for the rival in the Tower of Mastery. And because I had to be over leveled, I got the Lucky Egg easily and just got to level 100. Like literally without even trying. Oh, Granbull's in the fast group. Never mind then. But yeah, medium fast isn't going to help it much. Xerneas here with a 147 is in the slow group, but this is the second ever X and Y run I've ever done. The first one was Charizard, the second one was Xerneas. Well, this is the second. Technically, this was my third X and Y playthrough, but my experience wasn't as great. Will Aegislash get a rerun? Who knows? I don't plan re-ranks. I just do them when I feel like I need to. Like, if anything on this leaderboard, a Pokemon that really deserves a re-rank? I don't know. I just don't really prioritize re-ranks. Mewtwo and Zygarde are not on this list. But yeah, I think Slurpuff will be better than Xerneas, because Xerneas' massive problem was it had to deal with a starting moveset consisting of like Aurora Beam and Takedown. It didn't get a fairy move until like level 40. It was rough. Alright, well, let's see. An over-under. I'm thinking somewhere in between Klefki and Xerneas. So I think 140 to 145. Just making sure everything's all ready. Okay, I'd say we're ready. Okay, got the badges off the overlay. Alright, let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Hold on. What exactly does Unburden do? Raises speed if a held item is used. Oh, okay. The reason I went with Unburden is because its regular ability, Sweet Veil, actually prevents it and its allies from going to sleep. So if I went with Sweet Veil, I could never use Rest. That was actually the reason I didn't go for that ability. But honestly, raising speed if using a berry, a held item, I could theoretically give this thing like an Oran Berry and it gets a speed boost. Maybe. Alright. Go. It doubles the speed. Oh, so it's +2? I like how that Rhyhorn has a toy beach ball. It's like Swift Swim. Oh, so it's not a direct +2 to your speed stat? Like, it's not a modifier, it just doubles your speed? Okay. So theoretically, I could have Unburdened and 3 agilities, right? Does it work like that? Because it's not a stat modifier? I mean, at least starting with Fairy Wind's the equivalent of starting with Ember. Alright, so I need the Pidgey and just one random Pokemon. What the? Here, I accidentally right-clicked. Ooh, that'll be some nice XP. Really? Alright, so even though I could skip these 2 trainers right here, I am actually going to fight them. Because here's the weird thing. Even though Generation 5 got rid of, they changed the whole XP formula to where the higher leveled you are compared to the opponent, you gain less experience. Generation 6 actually reversed that decision. Because the thing is, when you combine this game's XP share with the old experience formula, that was the reason your entire team in this game was very overleveled. Because even if you became overleveled, you were still gaining levels like crazy. But Sun and Moon fixed it. Like, Sun and Moon's massive nerf to how experience works, they brought back the Gen 5 mechanic of the higher leveled you are, the less XP you get. They had that, and they got rid of trainer boosted XP. That honestly balanced it out. Alright, I'm gonna want to fight everybody over here, too. Also, I wonder if Sweet Scent could be used for anything. Actually, you know what? Fake Tears. I might want that. Get rid of... Yeah, play nice. Hey guys, I have a question. Does Fairy Wind hit everybody in a double battle? Does it hit both targets? Because theoretically, I might be able to use Sweet Scent to do Horde battle training. Like, is that something I can do? Yeah, you notice it's gone when you actually fight the trainers in that game. You actually notice how little XP you gain. Yeah, I'm actually gonna try it. Oh, interesting. So, I guess you have to unlock Horde battles. Yeah, I think you have to unlock them. Oh. I don't think this is a good enough level to take on the gym. I want to be level 13 going in. What does Unburden do? If I use my held item, my speed doubles. So if I hold an Oranberry and the Oranberry gets consumed, my speed doubles for that fight. Hey, a Farfetch'd. You know, fun fact, there's a Farfetch'd trade in Santaloon City. A Bunnelby for a Farfetch'd. I think the Farfetch'd is actually named Ducks, as a reference to Gen 1. It actually has a plus speed nature and perfect speed EVs. It's actually used in X and Y speedruns until you get, I think it's Hawlucha, and then it's Hawlucha until Lucario. Fairy Wind's only single target. Oh, so that wouldn't have worked anyway. Dang. It's a shame. That could have theoretically been a decent strat. Yeah, I just don't want to try that gym till I'm level 13. Man, Farfetch'd get a lot of XP. Ducks or Chiding? I believe it's called Ducks. Someone could verify, but I'm pretty sure it's named that. Disarming Voice hits multiple targets. Ah. Yeah, this thing does not learn it. This thing does not learn Disarming Voice. Hey, El Kareem. Yeah, Lapras is our Surf user. Lapras is Surf and Strength, the Pidgeys for Fly, and we can use the Bulbous, we use the Charmander for Cut. The reason we use Charmander is because when we choose a starter from Professor Sycamore, it hovers over Charmander by default, so it's just the fastest. Alright. So yeah, Round is going to do equal damage with Fairy Wind. You know what? I'm going to use Fake Tears. Twice. Nice. Maybe that level wasn't necessary, but I don't know. We need training for Grant anyway. You know, I'm actually really surprised they never brought that lady back into ZA. Alexa, I think her name is called. No roller skates? I only use the roller skates in some sections. I think you just bump into too many walls. Dude, those HM users were hogging my XP. I wouldn't have minded all Kalos back. I wouldn't have minded that. Hey, Shadow. Hey, Shadow, I'm playing the better Kalos game. I like using the roller skates while I'm in Lumios. Not too much, though, because the camera in this city is quite finicky. Okay, let's see if I can beat this guy. Doesn't take much. Would you say Heart Gold and Soul Silver is better? I was asking Shadow specifically. Maybe they didn't actively piss me off. Oh, so you were just, instead of being actively pissed off, you were just majorly disappointed. Gotta get myself the Quick Claw, it might be useful. Oh, I forgot to deposit the HM users. Oh well, too late now. It's just faster, just do the double battle. Whatever. Although these people are so annoying. Yeah, they are very annoying. At least that was good XP. They're just poorly balanced, but they're not bad on a fundamental level. You've told me in the past you actively hate those games. Or was EA so bad to you that you've re-looked onto Heart Gold Soul Silver with a new light? I mean, I doubt it, but it'd be funny to think about. But yeah, all the Johto games are very poorly balanced. That was just their biggest flaw, but I don't think it was enough to make the games bad. I think what I liked a lot about the Johto region was the environment. Like, all the cities were really cool looking. Especially Ekritik. Ekritik was one of my favorites. I will say, though, I do not like how in the remakes they changed Tin Tower to Bell Tower. Whenever I do voiceovers for those runs, I have to remember what to properly call it. The Safari Zone was not your favorite? Okay, hard disagree on that. I think, in theory, that was the best Safari Zone ever, but with how they implemented some of the post-game encounters was awful. Like, the ability to customize your Safari Zone was awesome, but the whole thing with, like, in order to get some Pokemon to show up, you had to place down a bunch of objects and wait, like, 80 days or something. That was just stupid. Like, look up how to get a Gibble in Heart Gold Soul Silver. It is brutally freaking difficult. You have to place a bunch of objects in one of the zones and wait, like, 200 days. I am not kidding. I think if that part was different... Like, if it was maybe, like, you wait 24 hours, then I'd be like, okay, that's not bad. You just wait 24 hours. Yeah, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are some of the best looking DS games. Electric types, no. I still think Gen 5 looks better, but if we don't count Gen 5, then Heart Gold Soul Silver looks the best. I mean, they're both good in their own ways. I think Gen 5 looks better in the overworld, but I think Gen 4 looks better in battle. How does the Safari Zone work in X and Y? You gotta have friends. That's the first step. Half the people fail. Dude, Fairywind has a lot of EP. That's why most ROM hacks use them as a base. Oh, speaking of ROM hacks using them as a base, hey Shadow, what's your opinion on this? I think that ROM hacks based on the Fire Red base, but use overworld models from Heart Gold Soul Silver are some of the ugliest things I've ever seen. Like, do you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, what's your opinion on what I said? Because I've seen some ROM hacks that look like that, and they look awful to me. Like, I don't like when you mix and match sprites from different generations all in one game. It just does not look right. I think it has to be other X and Y games. Maybe? I don't know. I gotta make sure I get the amulet coin. Hey, Royal Rapids, how's it been? GS Chronicles? I think I've heard of that one. That might be the hack I'm thinking of. That might have been the hack I'm thinking of. It might have been GS Chronicles. But it mixed and matched like different sprites from different gens, and it just looked bad to me. You know, I really would like to release my ROM hack soon and do a stream on it, but I'm still waiting for playtesters, but John's taking forever. I don't play many Gen 3 ROM hacks, but if they do mix and match the work, then yeah, I would hate that. Oh, so you kind of agree with my statement. Yeah, like I've seen some ROM hacks do that, and it just looks really bad. Like, I think you should try and stick to the same style. Like, if you're going to use like Fire Red as a base, have all the content be from Fire Red, Leaf Green, or Emerald. But like, I saw this one other ROM hack that had Nate from Black 2 and White 2 as an overworld sprite in a Fire Red ROM hack. It did not look right at all. Because the Black and White overworld models have bigger heads, they're like bigger chibi heads to match the Gen 5 look. That look does not look good in a Gen 3 font. Yeah, keep it one style. I agree with that. I really would like to play some ROM hacks on this channel. I just don't know how much people would like them. Like, I have to be careful, like, experimenting with different content on this channel because there's always the chance that people won't like it. Pirate and Leaf Green has different sprites for the Hoenn protagonists, like in the game's code? I didn't know that. I'm just killing everything here because I need as much experience as possible for Grant. If it's a stream, who cares? Well, here's the thing. If I'm doing a stream of something people don't want to watch, I could be streaming something people do want to watch. I'm not going to take ROM hack suggestions. I'm only going to look at ROM hacks that I actually want to try. I'm not going to go off suggestions. I mean, whenever Shadow finishes his ROM hack, I'd like to try it. People are more here for you than the game. Some people are, yes. There's some people who come to my streams because they want to see me. And those are what I call the loyal viewers. There are some people who only come around when I play a certain game, and I can see it in my view statistics. Like, my solo run live streams, if I'm doing a Generation 1 game, it actively gets way more viewers. I actually see some chatters that I've only seen during Gen 1 streams. There are people like that, but that's fine. They can watch whatever they want from me. Okay, I better go get some repels. I don't want to be a tester. I don't mind testing or ROM hack if I've helped work on it. I'd rather be kept, like, I'd rather it be a surprise, if you know what I mean. Oh. I do not like this cave. Hey, speaking of Heart Gold's Safari Zone. Wow, only one wild Pokemon. That was pretty lucky. Tell this guy no, because I hate him. Poisoned. I bought potions, but not antidotes. I don't really understand why they're so popular. It's because the whole solo running gimmick started in Red and Blue. It started from channels like J-Rose. Like, it's been around for the longest. Okay, that's a reset. Come on, man. I do not want to go all the way back just to get to heal the poison. Dude, does that thing use amnesia? That bastard's using amnesia. There we go. Alright, so I only have to make it through one more fight. But yeah, I cannot tell you guys how many times I've had to do these fights poisoned. I really need to start buying antidotes. But I bought potions at least. I mean, this is the last fight anyway. My ROM hack is just a black and white 1 vanilla plus. But with a few new events in Gen 5 adjacent mons. Did you add Gen 5 megas or no? I'm guessing no. I can't buy full heals at that point. Dude. Alright, I better save. These trainers are actually pretty tough. I feel like Black and White 1 hack where you visit Black 2 White 2 areas in the post-game, considering the Black and White 1 post-game is so lackluster. I wouldn't exactly agree with that, but I do agree to an extent. Like, Black and White 1 had access to new cities you could explore, but the problem is, most of those cities never had anything interesting, besides the whole, like, side quest with Looker and the 7 Sages. I think Black 2 White 2 had a way better post-game. And here was a weird thing in Black and White. How come, when you have access to the post-game, all of the trainers, like, after you fought Getsus, and his highest was level 54, why do all the random trainers in the post-game cities have level 65 Pokemon? Like, literally, their levels jump to the 60s. Like, it made no sense. Hey, Reversal Mountain, nice. Oh yeah, I would choose Tepig too. Tepig is the best. Like, I did not like how during, like, when ZA was coming out, so many people were talking about how they would pick Totodile. There were more people picking Chikorita than Tepig. Like, I'm sorry, this Tepig slander needs to stop. Yeah, Black and White 1 definitely did have a level problem, too. Okay, it was not as bad as Gen 2. But it wasn't that great either. Like, the highest level you face should not be the level of Lorelei's highest Pokemon in Red and Blue. And the 7th gym leader was like in the low 30s. Low to mid 30s. I mean, Black 2 White 2 didn't really fix it that well either. It made it a tiny bit better, but not, I mean, I don't know. What's Drayden's highest level in Black and White 1? Like, was it like 43? But in the sequels, the highest level on Marlin's like 47 or 48. I mean, Shadow, can't you just copy and paste the map from Black 2 and White 2? Or is it not that simple? Alright, what level do you guys think is appropriate? I'm thinking aromatherapy, so level 26. I don't know, part of me wants Draining Kiss. But do you guys think I might be overreacting for Grant? I will probably two-shot his Tyrant. It doesn't really have a super effective move on me. I don't know, but the Amora has very good special defense. It's going to have Refrigerate Body Slam, which is going to hurt really bad. Aromatherapy gets rid of your status conditions. I'm going to get rid of Tackle. Train till Draining Kiss. I'm going to avoid that for now and see if it's possible without it. Because it's only a 10 base power improvement. Keldeo is just another overworld encounter. Victini's events is incorporated. Meloetta replaces the Musharna. Genesect's the only thing that's still kept to post-game, but I'm considering changing that. Well, here's my other problem with ROM hacks. The newer Pokemon games tend to have this problem too. I like it when you can catch, like, legendary Pokemon, like a lot of legendaries in the post-game, but I think sometimes, like, ROM hacks just don't handle it correctly. Or they'll just have extremely massive Pokedexes. Like, I can't tell you, like, I've been turned away from potentially playing a ROM hack because there's apparently a ROM hack that, like, contains all 1,000 Pokemon at once. And the problem is, like, like Route 1's gonna have like 20 wild encounters in it. Like, I now understand why Pokemon eventually had to go through Dexit, because otherwise Pokemon games would have just had far too many creatures in it, and it would have ended up becoming a problem. So I do understand why they did it. Okay, I need to leave and go get more potions. Aromatherapy is a grass move, but I can see the confusion. Alright, I'm not going to need the Quick Claw right now. My speed is still pretty good. I'm going to hold Amulet Coin. What do you mean adds 140? You mean like 140 non-Unova Pokemon? Yeah, super expansive dexes. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of those. Yeah, I had a feeling that wasn't going to go too well. Well, Shadow, is that in addition to what regular Black and White already added? Because regular Black and White had a bunch of Pokemon in the postgame. Does it include those? Or are you just saying 140 non-Gen 5 mons? Alright, I'm gonna skip this person. She's just too strong. I think I want to fight this guy just to get a damage rounding threshold. Sword and Shield Ultimate. I don't know, I wasn't much... Sword and Shield really wasn't the best Pokemon game. And I highly doubt a GBA version would change my mind on that. I think it was just the story. The story was just terrible. Oh, you've got me. Oh, I have a Paralyzed Heal. We're good, we're good. Oh, I had a Pecha Berry the entire time. Okay, Grant. Let's see if you're as bad as I think you are. Alright, Fake Tears, Thunder Wave, Fairy Wind. Oh my god. Dude, I got paralyzed so many times. Paraflinch, of course. Rose is an idiot. Yeah. Honestly, I've heard a theory that the reason he intentionally looks stupid is because he's supposed to represent like a typical CEO, like who has no idea what they're talking about but thinks they can change the world. Which would make... Oh my god, dude. Sword and Shield somehow more linear. I do agree with that, yes. I will say though with Sword and Shield, their open wild areas were pretty cool. I just wish it wasn't limited to just the open area. I guess I do need to use Fake Tears. There we go. Yeah, I think level 28 was necessary. I barely lived. Alright, are there any good moves coming up? At least the fighting type gym should be pretty easy. Yeah, having fake tears has actually been pretty good. It's essentially just a clone of Metal Sound. At least we're almost there to Draining Kiss. It's gonna be a little upgrade. It's 155 plus 8 extra Univamons, then about 140 in the post-game. The only post-game areas in my game are Giant Chasm and Frost Cavern, Challenger's Cave, and the aforementioned Reversal Mountain. Alright, I better get some, Fake Tears has better accuracy? It does? Oh, didn't know that. Also, I'm still spamming 40 power moves. I know I have Return at this point. Actually, maybe I should just teach it, honestly. I think I might just teach Return right now. Yeah, teach Return. I probably should have taught it earlier. I mean, it's not like Return would have helped for Grant anyway. I think there's a healing backpacker here. No. Alright, this place has really tough trainers. Not necessarily a one-to-one. How come you're editing the map? Is it because you want to be different? Oh, no, you don't. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's fight Hedvig. Normally she's super terrifying, but I think we'll be fine. Draining Kiss. Yes, please. Yeah, get rid of Fairy Wind. There we go. Winning competitive, it was a Belly Drum Sweeper or a Sticky Web Suicide Lead. I think if this thing does learn Belly Drum at all, it's most likely by Egg Move, because it's not on the level up set. It's most likely an Egg Move. I mean, like I said, I wanted to place put Heatran and Fire types in the post game. That's why I wanted to add it. I know why you said you added it, but how come you're changing the map? Oh, dude, not again. Maybe I should just use repels now. I don't think I need to worry about training too much. From a Zoomeril. Oh, okay. Oh, I just realized since I still haven't deposited my HM users, I'm gonna have to battle this double battle up ahead. But I don't think it'll be that big a deal. Oh, you're making just so it won't connect to the lower parts or Lacanosa Town. Don't you mean, Lentimus Town, not Lacanosa? Lacanosa is the town where that lady tells you that story about Kyurem. Man, fake Gen 5 fan, am I right? Oh, this guy actually gives good experience. Also, what's really funny is, as I mentioned, we get, Surf. I do wonder if it's worth teaching. Not all tunnels are made. Oh, okay. Yeah, Lentimus. This guy's a fake Gen 5 fan. Alright, remember, this guy, you gotta tell him no. And you can't just spam B, you have to actually select the second option. It's annoying. And believe it or not, this is your first battle with the rival. Literally, Rival 1 is before the third gym. I mean, technically, these guys are your friends, they're not your rivals. Hey, Daniel Sky Knight. Yeah, if you don't have egg moves, Slurpuff is just designed to be a special attacker, but if you allow egg moves, you can get this thing belly drum. I'm heading out to work. Have fun with the little shortcake. I'll try. Wait, you're heading... Oh, you're going back to work. Oh, okay. Like, I'm guessing you're on your break or something. How's the run? It's just slow. I did do a lot of training in preparation for Grant, but I think with Grant defeated, things will speed up. Cotton Guard... Oh, yeah, it does give you +3 defense. I don't think that'd be worth it, though. If you can get the Lucky Egg, it'd be wonderful. Oh, I will be able to get the Lucky Egg. I'm already at max friendship. You need max friendship to get the Lucky Egg. I'm gonna get rid of aromatherapy. There you are. Dude. Hey everybody, look, it's Karina from the old days. Alright, there we go, she's dead. Power-up punch. It'd be kind of useful if I could learn that. I wonder who would be so absolutely trash it would be a burden to use. I actually don't know. I'm not sure what that is. YouTube not working for it? I think that's just you. Alright, is it worth teaching surf? Not now, no. Alright, Rock Smash. Oh, I forgot Rock Smash. Well, I guess since I forgot Rock Smash, there's one rare candy I can't get. Oh well. Next is a gym full of mons who resist surf. True. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get a track just in case. I'm gonna go get the leftovers. Alright, I don't think I want to fight any of these trainers. I did a lot of training for Grant. Ooh, Chestoberry. Nice. Lucky Egg. Oh yeah, I can't use Fly till I get a new badge. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should equip the amulet or the lucky egg right now. Because I still would like a bunch of money for vitamins. I've never heard of that, no. There must be a light screen up. Okay, yeah, I think for these gym trainers, I do want the lucky egg. Nope. You know, fun fact, during a promotional screenshot of X and Y from in the game, you can actually see Calum riding the vines in this gym. One of the pictures actually has his sunglasses off of his hat. Like, you know when the character, like, goes to climb on the swing on the vines? The glasses on the hat do not move with the character in that screenshot. It's really funny. Or here's another one. During another promotional trailer, it actually showed Gardevoir using Fairy Wind, even though Gardevoir at the time of Gen 6 could not learn Fairy Wind. Now you have a mandatory fight in Victory Road. True, but it's not that big a deal. It would be faster if I had just remembered to get it. I mean, it wouldn't take that long for me to just go back and get it. I think I'll go get it after this gym. There we go. Dude, Fake Tears has been so useful this run. It's honestly the equivalent of using Amnesia. Well, if Amnesia was from Gen 1, it's the equivalent of a Nasty Plot. Ambra Town. Yeah, it's just impossible to avoid these guys. Cotton Guard. No. Alright, I think for the Team Flare section, I actually would like the Amulet Coin. The Team Flare grunts actually give a lot of money. Is there someone in the power plant who heals you? I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, alright, at least Slurpuff's been doing pretty good so far in this section of the game. And pretty soon we're going to get access to Thunderbolt. And then after that, Dazzling Gleam. What I've noticed with a bunch of fairy types I've played, fairy types are the king of waiting until the late game to get all your best moves. This literally happened with Granbull and Klefki. They had to wait until the second half of the game to get all their good moves. Because a lot of the fairy types I played have not had good level up moves. Like, this thing's level up moveset, it's okay. But ideally, it could be better. Yeah, there's just no way to avoid these. That guy looks important. No, he's not important until ZA. That's true. Literally, until that game, people forgot AZ even existed. He was very... Problem is, the characters in X and Y were very forgettable. Because X and Y's, like, original story just was not that great. It needed ZA to expand on it. Otherwise, it would have just been forgotten. Like, there's a reason, like... I mean, this is obviously recency bias, but there's a reason most people remember Mabel, but they don't remember the other ones. Most people don't know who the others named are. Like, who their other names are. Most people actually don't remember who they are. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, that's ridiculous. I got paralyzed so many times. Oh my god. Dude, it's not often this guy provides resets. Okay, this is legitimately insane. I'm hitting myself so many times. Yeah, or Emma. Most people, a lot of people actually did not do the side quest with Looker. Or if they did, they barely even remembered the girl. Dude. Alrighty. Let's give this a try. Mirror shot. Ow. That wasn't good. Do I have any candies at this point? 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna use 3 candies. You know what? No, not now. That, Heliolisk, I'm pretty sure has dry skin. The android made in the Battle Chateau. I actually don't know what that battle is. I've probably never done it. Okay. Clearly, I'm having static issues. Turn? Is playing a 30-minute version of this track? A 15-minute. I need to take that out. And my accuracy's down. Man. Mirror Shot is like counter, right? Okay, so I just needed to get a little lucky. But at least we get it. It's 65 base power. Oh. Oh, it's Metal Burst I was thinking of. That's like counter. Alright, I think I do want to get rid of Fake Tears. Not yet. No. Energy Ball. I think get rid of Return? No, I think I just gotta... I mean, grass coverage is not that useful. Get rid of it. Play rough. It'll last me until Dazzling Gleam. Dang it. Gumi. Holy crap, guys. Look how much money I have. Alright, let's see. I would like 5 calcium, 1 carbos, probably 3 protein, and I think I'll get like 5 irons and 5 zinc. And I'll invest the rest of my money into super repels. It's not just you. It 100% has the Glalie effect. All of these stats that it has are under, I think, 85. They range from 72 to 85. Its defense is 86. But yeah, like, all of its stats are in the 70s to 80s. Hello, Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam is weaker than Play Rough, but it's more accurate. It uses my special attack, which is actually higher. The most painful part of the Hoenn special. Dude, I hate the Hoenn special. I mean, I do wonder, though, how Aromatisse is going to do. Because Aromatisse has a very similar base stat total, but its stat spread is completely different. They gave it 99 special attack, and I believe 100 something HP, but at the cost of its speed stat, it only has 29 speed. It is super slow. But it gets way more special attack, and I think it gets the better moveset. I don't know which will do better. I personally think Slurpuff might do better. Yummy 29 speed. Yep, quick claw all the way. Hey, look. Speak of the devil. I thought you already played it. I haven't. I'm actually gonna play it, after this stream in the Discord server. Because, I kind of fell behind with some things. Sandbender, please stop asking people to, like, check if YouTube's working. It's obviously working if people are watching the stream. Like, it's a you problem, okay? We've openly explained that your problems loading the video and the stream are on your end. Can you please stop asking people if they have it on their end too? The 11-hour stream still haunting you? Yes. Why do you think the Bidoof video was delayed by 2 days? That's why. Yep, poor Bidoof. Don't mean to butt in, but Sandbender is right. The YouTube homepage isn't working. Still should be constantly asking. Oh, really? Well, what I was also going to say is, if other people were having that issue too, some other people would speak out. It's just, Sandbender mentioned earlier about the stream not working, and we all concluded that it was his end causing it. But then he had another problem, and we all just came to that same conclusion again. So, I mean, you can understand why I assumed, right? But yeah, if multiple people are having it, they're probably going through like a server maintenance or something. I mean, N1, maybe it's based on a specific server. Because I know different countries will have, like, different servers. So it might be some American servers are having that problem, but not European servers. I'm usually just a silent watcher while I draw, but I went to go check. Yeah, 'cause I don't think I've seen you type in chat before. I can see why. You don't want paint on your phone. I'm in Ireland, so it's not working here. Hmm. I was also speaking with N1, because I know N1 is also in Europe. And I surprisingly get a lot of European viewers. But I think it's because my stream times are generally more friendly to Europeans. Actually, wait, no it's not. Because I know whenever we would do those streams with Ike, it would always be like 1 a.m. for him. So no, they're not. Oh, you're in Chile. Oh, my bad. Just in case I want Hidden Power Dark. Anyway, I might be able to get Flamethrower right now. Somebody here. Where is this person? Oh my god, shut up. Not that guy. That's the guy who dies. YouTube's acting up for you too? Hmm. It said it was a witch? It said in Anastar City from 11 to 5:59. Uh-oh. Alright, I gotta take a blackout. Oh, in the center. Okay, thank you. All I read was Anastar City. I'm like, wait, where in Anastar City? Oh, second blackout. This Anas... Yeah, that's this lady. What? What? Double team? What time is that? I'm pausing. Hold on. $4 a.m. to 10:59. Wait. Oh, wait. Is this going at real-time speed? I set this thing to 9 a.m. And if it's only been an hour 19 on the clock, it has to be like 10:20 a.m. in-game. So yeah, I 100% set this to the wrong time. But to be fair, I didn't know if the time would go at 4 times speed, but it actually doesn't. It's 1 time speed. So I actually should have set this at the right time. Alright, that's gonna ruin the entire run, so I'm actually gonna do something about it. This is all an error. I did not know the real time was going to work like this, but I know this for the future. I don't allow normally changing my time during the runs, but I clearly meant to set it to a specific time, but I'm gonna fix it. Let's see, TM. Alright, I'm gonna replace TM32 with TM35. And I'll remember this for the future. Only started watching the other day with your Starly only run, but I don't typically type in chat anyway. Oh, but hey, nice to have you here. Also, speaking of Starly, the Bidoof video has actually been doing pretty well in views lately. I think it's at over 500 when I last looked. Okay, now let's resume. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of fake tears now. Yeah, Get rid of fake tears. Good to know next time you need substitute or flamethrower. I don't know how useful substitute's going to be in this game. Man, dude, I need to start remembering the proper order to go through this gym. Oh yeah, Black City. I wonder if I should teach Calm Mind right away. Honestly, I think so. I think I want to go all special now. Alright, I'm definitely going to want some more healing items. 20 full restore should do. So, do you guys think we're going to get the under? I actually don't think so. Getting the under would require us to beat the game in 17 minutes. I highly doubt it. I don't even think we're going to beat the game in 20 minutes. I think it's going to be a half hour, at least. Mega Water Onyx soon. Yeah, it's coming. Alright, break time. Long time in a galaxy far away. Oh, shit. I was out of Dazzling Gleams. Oh, also in the next Lysander fight, when he Mega Evolves Gyarados into Mega Gyarados, instead of going for Thunderbolt, I'm going to go for Dazzling Gleam, anticipating he'll turn into a Dark type. Oh, Dazzling Gleam hits both targets. Forgot about that. Also, I wonder if Naive was the correct nature, because I went extra speed and less special defense. I think it was the right choice. The useless Meowstic support. I don't know why the Pokemon games do this, but whenever they force you into forced multi-battles, they will always lead with something stupid, like Barry and his Munchlax, or Lily in the Rainbow Rocket episode with a Clefairy, or here, leading with a Meowstic. In Black 2, White 2, Hugh literally leads with his starter. And if you picked Servine, the Snivy line, as your starter, his Emboar will just destroy everything. Sparkle Soul Silver Lance, yeah, just use Fly with a level 40 Dragonite and Thunder on level 25 targets. That was hilarious. Do you guys think he went to the Lake of Rage just to evolve his Dragonairs and leave? He theoretically just could have done that. Because that's what the Radio Waves were doing. They were forcing Pokemon to evolve early. I think that's the reason Lance has underleveled Dragonites. He went to the lake with Dragonairs, and just by coincidence, they all evolved. I mean, we can't explain his Dragonite having Barrier. We can't explain that, but we can explain the other factor. Oh, yeah, your team gets auto-healed here. I always knew that. But if he has a superior, wish you luck. Right? I see what you did there, Masters. Also, don't go for Thunderbolt, go for Dazzling Gleam. Boom. And he's never to be seen again. Oh, check this out. If you read, right here, if you read this part of the bench, you can actually see a message from Sycamore as a kid. Like, it's just a message just sketched into the bench. Oh no, guys, I lost Unburdened. Whatever shall I do? But wrong move. Oh no, not charm. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Well, it's gonna take too long to black out, so just reset. Yeah, I think I should have set up on that. But here's what I'm actually gonna do. Just in case of paralysis shenanigans, I'm actually gonna teach flamethrower. And I'm gonna teach Calm Mind in the place of flamethrower. I might need to set up on the Raichu. Dude. That's the problem with not having flamethrower. Like, you could just say, well, maybe you should just tough it out and deal with the paralysis. I don't want to, though. You know, it might have been a better idea to delete Thunderbolt instead. Yeah, it might have been better to do that. If I lose again, I'll teach Flamethrower over Thunderbolt. That Raichu has Slam. That's funny. Alright, I'm gonna reteach Flamethrower. Florges has 154 special defense. Wow. That's insane. Yeah, I think 140 to 145 was a massive overestimate. This thing is probably going to finish the game at like 150. I really need to look up an XY speedrun and see the proper way of solving this puzzle. I still kind of have to YOLO it. Do you guys think I'm a wee bit over-leveled for this? Oh, Hisui Avalug. I mean, Hisui Avalug is better than a normal Avalug. That's not saying much. They needed to give I think all the gym leaders past Karina. I think, like, starting with Ramos, the gym leaders should have had a Mega. There was no reason they shouldn't have had one. Oh my... Shell Smash, hit yourself. Dude, that thing's spamming Rock Wrecker. Wolfric had one in the anime? Really? I mean, didn't in the anime Lysander have a shiny Mega Gyarados? Also, in Madrybread's Drowsy video, he mentioned how he had to be level 100 for this double battle, and he thought they were mandatory, and he was saying stuff like some Pokemon would be impossible to beat these two, and I'm thinking... that. I did leave a comment on that video. I don't know if he'll ever see it, but I did leave a comment for him. I'm like, hey, as a reference, you can actually walk behind them. Are that snowy peaks, mountains down there? Man, X and Y, like, the background scenery had a lot of cool, like, scenery, like, just place you couldn't go to, which was unfortunate. Okay, I don't like the fact I'm paralyzed. Okay, we're good. Guys, I've been frisked. Alright, these three veterans. I'm not kidding, in the average run of X and Y, these veterans are harder than the Elite Four. But let's see if they're fine today. Dude. Okay, that was fine. I mean, I think Eternal Flower has a similar stat total because it can't evolve, and I think the weapon, like, boosted its strength. Okay, they weren't actually that bad. Alright, so for Elite Four members, I think it makes sense to fight the water one first, Cybold. Yeah. That didn't really go great for you. Alright, let's go Drosna next. Uh-oh. Okay. I wasn't at full HP, though, so yeah, that was my fault. But yeah, I should use a Calm Mind. Yeah, that Dragalge was definitely the hardest thing so far. Wow, I actually outspeed that Noivern. 182 speed. I think her Talonflame has 183 speed. I just got 184, so I think I'll be able to barely outspeed the Talonflame. Because if I don't, that Talonflame has Flare Blitz. Noble Roar. Every time it does that, my special attack goes back down to normal. Oh, nice. I barely outsped it. Hey, Malva, Mega Evolve your Pyroar. They haven't discovered that yet. Shush. You know, I actually saw a theory that in ZA when the, or no, in X and Y when the ultimate weapon was fired for the second time, it was that ultimate weapon firing that actually led people to discover the megastones that were discovered in ZA. Because, I mean, megastones weren't discovered until the weapon was fired the first time. So I think when it was fired the second time, that was what led to the discovery of more megastones in ZA. That actually makes sense. Ow. That actually hurt. Alright, Radiant Chamber. Alright, from what I've heard Axu tell me about this fight, she says, or he says that I should not set up on Halucha because that thing has Swords Dance Poison Jab. Not on that thing. This thing. No, Sambender, it, apparently other people did mention that, they were having problems too. But yeah, I'd like to apologize too. I probably sounded way too snappy. Yeah, I apologize for how I acted. Dang it, I hate it when I level up right at the end of a champion fight. It makes me time my split wrong. Anyway, 151. Yeah, it was 6 minutes on the over. That's a shame. You get the lucky egg in, in the city with the grass gym. Coumarine. You get it in Coumarine City inside the hotel. You have to talk to a lady with a Meryl, and if your lead Pokemon has max friendship, she'll give you the lucky egg. Yeah, this was a mediocre performance. I will say, this didn't do as bad as I thought it was, but its starting moveset was not that great. But one thing I will mention, Fake Tears was the undisputed MVP of this run. Like, there were a lot of different fights where I needed to do extra damage with my shitty-ass moves like Draining Kiss and Fairy Wind, and Fake Tears actually helped the moves do better. Yeah, 4 blackouts. They were kind of dumb. They were dumb blackouts. From, like, me not healing and stuff. Alright, so let's see. We were level 84. 14 resets. Real time of 151.45. We'll see our game time after the credits. Masters, this is not the long-ass credits. I think if you count the AZ fight, it's only like a few minutes. Sun and Moon is freaking long. Like, I think Sun and Moon, I gotta wait like 6 real minutes just to get the game time. Oh, fun fact, those lyrics on the bottom screen are the lyrics to the ending credits song for this game and for ZA. Sun and Moon ending credits are better. I like them both. I think the X and Y credit music is better. I mean, ZA is just a better sounding version of it. And I think it's extended too. Because the original Kaseki song was only like 2 minutes long. Anyway, 7 hours and 6 minutes. Alright everyone, so if we take a look at the leaderboard, I would say Sun and Moon has the second best ending track. Hey, yo, da, 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 da. It's awesome. Anyway, Slurpuff got 9th place overall. It was slower than Xerneas. It was barely faster than Gourgeist. Gourgeist sucked, dude. Its moveset was... I don't remember its moveset being that good. And if you're looking at my resets, on average, Pokemon in X and Y get a lot of resets, because X and Y, contrary to what people may believe, while X and Y is easy to do a team run in, it's very difficult to do a solo run in X and Y, because the level scaling really catches up to you bad, especially if you're in the slow group. Mian Xiao was still, to this day, the best Pokemon I ever played in X and Y. The thing just destroyed everything. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. There will not be a stream tomorrow, because technically tomorrow I start my vacation from work, although tomorrow's my normal day off anyway. It's 5 days off I requested, but if you include my days off, I'll be off for 9 days. So I have a lot of stuff I need to do tomorrow. I got to get the video voiced over, do a bit of editing, and over this coming Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be going to a card show, and I'm going to be stopping at every local card shop I can find within the Tri-City area that is an hour away from me. So I plan to do a lot, but I'll need to open up a bunch of cards I got for Christmas, some stuff I bought from my local card shop, and I want to actually make a log of my cards. But yeah, it's going to take a while, but our next actual stream is going to be on potentially Thursday. I know I planned a random solo run stream of X and Y, but I'm actually not sure if I want to do a stream that day.